Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're going to be talking about what I think is a pretty big update to the Bjergsen situation. Obviously a very ongoing and developing issue that we might not find the answers out, for a couple days, couple weeks, but hopefully relatively soon. But before we get into it, a couple of things. One, just got this 100 Thieves poster, hung up, so we do need something to go right here. If you guys want to send me a Christmas present, hey, you can maybe have it up on the wall. Also, check out the first link in the description below for my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. Maybe drop a follow, a prime, whatever, but we're going to be streaming all the time over there in the near future. With that being said, let's get into the big tweet that everybody's talking about. Obviously, Wooloo had a big banger come out regarding Bjergsen. We got the official news a couple of days ago that TSM had offered Bjergsen what they thought was a very competitive offer. They showed him, here's the players we're looking at. Here's the offer for you. You have until this day to accept or decline. Reggie said we felt like we weren't going to be Bjergsen's number one option just based off how the negotiations were going. And the deadline came and went, and Bjergsen did decide to decline their offer. So now, where's he going next? Tons of names, tons of rumors, tons of speculation being thrown around. And here's what Wooloo has about the situation. He tweeted out this picture of obviously Bjergsen and like a skyline. I don't know why it's sideways. I don't know why it's all disoriented. I don't really get, maybe what the entire meaning of this picture is, but I obviously understand some of it. First, people were saying, does this mean Bjergsen is going overseas? Like there's some water and that stuff going on. I think that's just kind of EU fans hoping for the best, wishing. I do not think that's what it means at all, but that is one potential interpretation of it. But obviously, the main thing that a lot of people are taking from this is Cloud9, bunch of clouds, not that hard to figure out, and Team Liquid. Water, we have the water, we have the clouds, those two things. Some people are even going as far as to say, like, oh, does this mean there's a 70% chance he's going to Cloud9? There's a lot more clouds than water in this picture. But that seems like a reach to me. I think it just means Team Liquid and Cloud9. Some people are saying, oh, he's facing towards the clouds. Does that mean he's leaning towards Cloud9? Does that mean he's looking at Cloud9? Does that mean maybe he's on Team Liquid, but he's keeping an eye on what C9's doing? I don't know. But obviously, with a lot of the information we've gotten recently, especially from that Reggie AMA, we know that Reggie said Bjergsen had his eye on just one single player that he really wanted to play with. And if you look at the rosters of both Cloud9 and Team Liquid right now, and also that player can't be sold for like any amount of money or anything. I really think that Core JJ is the only one that makes sense. And I know we talked about this in another video already. There obviously is some good players on both Cloud9 and Team Liquid, but I don't think Bjergsen went to TSM and was like, guys, I really need to play with Blabber. I really need to play with Fudge. I really need to play with Vulcan. Like, they're all good players. Fudge is very good. Blabber's very good. Vulcan's very good, but I don't think that's how that conversation went. That's not what I see. And again, just because Bjergsen told Reggie, hey, I really want to play with this one guy, that doesn't mean that's the team he's going to end up on for sure. But again, I do think that one player is Core JJ. To me, that's really the only player that makes any sense at all. But just because Bjergsen, say it is Core JJ, just because Bjergsen wants to play with Core JJ doesn't mean he's necessarily going to end up on Team Liquid. Obviously, there have been rumors of Bjergsen going to TL and Jensen role swapping to AD carry, trialing that, seeing how that's going. But what if they're doing that right now? Or what if, over the next couple of weeks you're going to be doing it or whatever? What if it doesn't go well? What if Team Liquid or Jensen or Core JJ or whoever decides that, Jensen's maybe not that good of an AD carry, or hey, maybe I don't really want to risk this whole season on Jensen AD carry. Maybe this isn't going to work out. Maybe it's something that Jensen doesn't feel comfortable with doing. Maybe he wants to stay in the mid lane. And obviously that would leave Team Liquid in a weird position. I don't think they're going to just kick Jensen to bring in Bjergsen. I do not think that is what is going to be happening. So then all of a sudden this leaves us in this really weird spot where, maybe Bjergsen wanted to go to TL to play with Core JJ, but maybe that's not going to work out. He's already rejected TSM. Maybe Cloud9 becomes the only option available. Now, at the same time, I get it, wanting to play on one of the big three teams. TL is very good. Cloud9 is very good. TSM, has the potential to be very good, especially with Bjergsen coming back. And Cloud9 is potentially going to have a lot of money to throw around once they sell off perks, and they are potentially going to have a mid lane opening after they sell off perks. But to me, I don't necessarily understand why Bjergsen would leave TSM, where he has TSM ownership, he has all this power, he has all these years, all that stuff. I don't necessarily understand why he would leave that to go to Cloud9. Obviously, Cloud9 made it to the quarterfinals at Worlds this year. They have they have better historical international results, but this season, TSM was up 2-0 on Cloud9. They were one play away from 3-0ing them and kind of flipping the script on everything. It's not like Cloud9 is in a insanely better position than TSM at this point. It's like, yeah, Blabber has been really, really good, but Spica's the defending LCS MVP. TSM has all this money to throw around. They have a chance of building towards the future. I don't really get it. To me, this is really, really weird. I get why he would want to go to TL. TL has a lot of money. TL has this chance at a super team. TL is maybe something different. It's something refreshing, a new situation scenario. And I guess if TL doesn't work out and Bjergsen was just very, very set on leaving TSM, which maybe he was, and just starting fresh, trying out something new, then I guess Cloud9 makes some sense. But I didn't really get from the conversations and everything that, Reggie was saying that Bjergsen was just dead set on leaving TSM. It seemed like he was kind of open to staying on TSM. But this is where we're at kind of right now, Obviously, it depends what you think about Wooloo and his cryptic tweets, his, puzzles and riddles and all that stuff. And again, like he said, his riddles and puzzles and stuff are usually just about rumors. They're not about anything being done at this time. But it does seem like the Bjergsen race is down to just two teams. It seems like, at least from what Wooloo's saying, that it is Team Liquid or it is Cloud9. I know Travis Gafford was really trying to sell us on the whole Evil Geniuses situation and scenario, but at this point, I don't really see that happening. It also could very well be a situation that Bjergsen is waiting for more of the offseason to develop for both of these teams to see what their rosters are going to look like. He's like, hey, is Cloud9 trying to make some crazy acquisition? Is Cloud9 trying to make some crazy pickups? What's Cloud9's full roster going to look like? What am I getting myself into? Same thing with Team Liquid. You can tell me you're going to have this super team or crazy team. What's it going to be? Who's actually coming over here? I would not blame Bjergsen at all if he wants to see a more developed picture. If you're in his position, you have all the leverage in the world. You have so many teams that want you. You can use these two teams to negotiate against each other. And also, you can wait. You can be patient. You have time. You are in no rush to be the first person assigned to Team Liquid, and then, Team Liquid ends up missing on some big free agents. Or you're the first person assigned to TSM or Cloud9, and things don't end up going the way you want. You can sit back, you can relax, you can see how things play out, and potentially put yourself in the best situation, the best roster, the best offer, everything available. But I did just think that this was a very, very big deal because to me, everything was pointing towards Team Liquid. I was really in the next few days expecting that Team Liquid announcement, but all of a sudden, maybe Cloud9's making a late push. Maybe Cloud9 has some big acquisitions on the horizon that we're not ready for just yet. Maybe they're about to make a big splash, and maybe we're going to see Cloud9 Bjergsen in the very, very near future. I don't know. Again, for me, TL is still the leader in the clubhouse, but it seems like both options are very, very possible, at least at this point in the offseason. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Where do you think Bjergsen's going to end up, or where do you think he should end up? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!